Hello, it's This Epic Disaster. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I got to make a little disclaimer right off. This is allergies worse this season, I think ever.
Yeah.
And my voice is about gone.
Have you ever wanted to just stick a Q-tip up your nose and scratch your brain?
I don't have that problem too much, but I think I could relate. But it's like I woke up in the middle, because have you ever coughed in your sleep?
Yes.
You know what that's like? So I woke up and then it's like I'm going,
Because your body is in a state of paralysis while you sleep.
It doesn't know how to cough.
It doesn't know how to cough.
And I'm just going, and then I wake up and I'm like, I have to really go through with it. But it's just like, it wakes you up because it's like, I don't know how to cough without you.
You need to be here for this.
But I was doing that. It's terrible.
It is terrible.
My dog. Well, both of my dogs have allergies. So my wife has really bad allergies, and I have allergies, and both of our dogs do, and I think our cats might too. We have an allergy house.
Yeah.
Our house is full of allergy stuff.
I've had to just in the last couple of weeks had to up my dog's Benadryl to twice a day now.
Yeah.
Because she has skin allergies, and it's that time of year where all the flora and fauna is back out, and I just want to make sure she doesn't get any of those weird pustules on her feet like she got before.
Well, I would go out and I will spray off my car, hose off the car, get all the
yellow
stuff off,
pollen,
and then I mean less than an hour later it's covered again.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Insane.
And we're breathing
it constantly.
Ugh.
It's got to happen though. You got to have it, but it's just insane. So.
Agreed.
It's getting in my skin, it's getting in my nose, it's getting down my throat. I'm just coughing and choking and having all kinds of problems. And you can't wear a mask because all the anti-maskers think you're doing it because of COVID and just try to start shit with you.
They come up and just punch
you.
Like,
look, dude, I got allergies, all right?
It's like, leave me the fuck alone.
I'm like, oh, okay, allergies are all right.
Yeah, I suppose that's fine.
Maybe they don't believe in allergies either.
Probably not. They probably think allergies are caused by chemtrails.
Maybe.
I
know somebody who believes in chemtrails. I know several, I guess.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Why?
I don't know. People need something to believe in. You and I believe in?
Beer.
I believe in beer.
I was going to mention the beer right after I mentioned you think you have a specific allergy.
Well, I don't know, but
okay.
I'll talk about part of that in a minute. But I will say that what I have been told is that the big problem this year is pine trees. I heard that on the other day. They said the pine trees are really active and their pollen is like causing everybody, it's wreaking havoc. And I think that in the past, I've been allergic to oak trees. This year, it's pine.
Did you know that if you have a birch allergy?
You son of a birch.
That you're allergic to pineapple?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I learned it.
I questioned that.
No, I have a friend in Alaska who has a birch allergy. And he literally won't leave the house when the birch is really bad.
Yeah.
And he can't eat pineapple either.
My wife and I had a discussion today. Do you know anybody named Bert?
No. Have I ever known someone named Bert? No.
Interesting. Seems like such a common name. There's somebody running for government. I guess I could say the name Bert Jones. And I just thought that's just like the everyman name, Bert Jones.
Bert, like Bert or Bertie?
Yeah.
Or
Bertie is sometimes a woman's name.
Yeah. So if it's Bert, is that a shortened version of another name?
In the old days there was Herbert.
Herbert. Yes.
And Engelbert. Humperdinck.
Yes.
You could call him Hump.
Or Bert. Or Bert.
Or Dinky. Dinky.
He
had a lot of nicknames there. I don't know which one he prefers.
I don't know.
Ingle.
Dinky Ingle.
Humpadingle. That's what I would have called him, I think. Let's have a beer.
All right, let's do that. Today, what we're going to drink is by Pontoon Brewing. We love their stuff so far. This is called Average Joe's Oatmeal Cookie. It's an Imperial Brown Ale.
Yeah.
It's Imperial Brown Ale with cinnamon, vanilla, and lactose. Again, it's from Pontoon Brewing, and it is brewed in Georgia, just outside of Sandy Springs. And it's 8% alcohol by volume.
Instead of Average Joe's, they should have called it Average Bert. That's what I think.
Bert's.
Average Bert's beer.
Bert's beer.
All right, this is a big can too.
So yeah, it's a pint can.
Gotta sniff it. Gotta sniff. Ooh, sniffs.
So I was thinking Bert could be a shortened thing for Bartholomew, but that would be Bart.
Bart is that. There was a name, and I don't hear a lot of. I used to think it was a joke name, but it's actually a real name. Egbert.
Egbert. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's an older name.
It's a better nickname than Eggs. Hey, Eggs.
Hey, Eggy. How you doing? Yeah. Eggy Rubber. Let's call him Eggy Rubber.
Eggy Rubber? What? Hey, speaking of that, that just reminded me, and I don't have all the information here because I'd forgotten about it, but our good friend Gary Appelis, sent us a recipe. He was talking about our spaghetti that we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
He said that sounds like, and since I don't have the information, I can't tell you, but there's an actual official recipe. I'll try to, maybe we'll post it or something. But he said it sounds like that, and it is that. But in the recipe book my wife had, it was just called spaghetti and eggs, and that's why I was just like, no, it should be spaghetti. Yeah.
My version of spaghetti is different than your wife's version of spaghetti.
Okay.
Your wife's version is just noodles and eggs.
Yeah, it was supposed to have sauce. I don't think she had any sauce that night, so she kind of made her own.
So my version of spaghetti is it's like baked spaghetti with eggs. So like you would make the noodles, you make the sauce in a pan, you put the noodles in, mix it all up, and then you put like divots in it, and you drop the eggs in the divots, and then throw it in the oven until the eggs are done.
Yeah.
And it's spaghetti.
Gary Appelis sent us one that the picture looked like it was done in an iron skillet, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would have poop in an iron skillet.
No, I don't think you would.
Anything you make in an iron skillet, I'll eat it.
I don't think you'd eat poop.
I would in an iron skillet.
Would you?
If you put this beer in an iron skillet, I'll drink it. I'm going to drink it right now, even though it's
I had a drink. It's sweet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm going to try it. Okay. Average Joe's oatmeal cookie. Does it taste like oatmeal cookie?
No, it just tastes sweet.
Okay. We'll see how that goes.
So it's supposed to have flavors of, what did I say, cinnamon,
I could kind of
vanilla, and it's got lactose, so it should have that milky mouth feel.
Why
did I touch my boob when I said milky mouth feel?
I have an idea, but I'm not going to mention it. Well, see, I had some gum in my mouth, and so I think it might have altered the taste. So my idea, my thoughts about it might change as we go along.
Okay, so let's move on.
Addressing what you brought up.
Yes.
I am going on a diet again. I'm trying a gluten-free diet.
And is that because you believe that you have a gluten intolerance?
I have suspicion that I don't think I have like the celiac disease or Crohn's disease or anything, because that would be like medical.
You would know.
Yeah, that's a problem. But I do think I might, and especially I think it's something as I've gotten older, I might have more of an intolerance to gluten. I hate gluten, the bastard.
Damn gluten.
I'm not very tolerant of gluten anymore. So I want to try and see basically, and then what I discovered is gluten is in everything.
Everything.
So I was reading a list, and just like in prepping food, like a lot of times food that has corn, and you think, oh, this is corn, it's not got any gluten, but they process it. So like rolled oats, they use wheat to roll the oats.
Yep.
So wheat mixes in there. And other things contain, like even somebody was mentioning Mentos.
Mentos has gluten?
Mentos has wheat in it. And so when you eat some candies and just other kinds of, you don't even expect it, you're consuming. And that's why it's so hard for people who actually have gluten intolerance or like celiac disease or something.
Yes.
It's dangerous. And just it's almost like peanut allergy, because peanuts are hidden in so many things.
And soy. Soy's in pretty much everything anymore.
Yeah, and it's happening more and more often.
Yeah. And when you have a stomach like mine that doesn't like a whole lot of soy, like I can eat a couple pieces of tofu and I'm gonna feel it.
Oh man, that's curse.
It is a curse. But the fact that soy is in absolutely everything, it's hard to avoid. So I just deal with it, because there's really no other choice unless I just ate raw.
But if you had a disease or if you had an allergy towards soy, the way some people have toward peanuts. Like peanuts can actually kill them.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't just go, well, whatever.
No, you couldn't, because that's anaphylactic shock, and that's
I
different.
know.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the gluten, and I'm sure there are degrees of intolerance of it, and but I think mine's probably mild, but I think it's enough that it affects my body. So I'm going to find out. So this whole month, I'm going to try to cut it out. I don't think I could cut it all the way out, and I think I'm going to have cake on my birthday, and I have to have beer for the
once
podcast.
A week. Yeah, once a week.
So there are certain, and if we do a snack show, I don't know what I'm going to do with the snack show.
I don't know,
because there's so much wheat in those foods.
We can hold off for a month.
We might have to. We got
That's
a new
fine.
one in the chute that may be coming up really soon.
Yeah, here in a couple weeks.
Yeah. All right, so that's it. I'm doing that. I'm going to go on a gluten-free. We're going to see what happens. Not really something I want to do. It's very inconvenient.
It is.
I had to order a pizza a couple nights ago. I had to get the gluten-free, and they make pizza crust out of cauliflower, which is not that bad, actually.
And you can get it frozen at the grocery store.
Yeah, I don't mind it too much. I've had some of that even just because I just like the way it tastes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had gluten-free crust with vegan cheese one time. And you know what? It wasn't that bad.
Okay, I don't believe you, but all right.
Uncle Mattio's here in Atlanta, they did. I mean, it was good.
So what else you can do rather than using cauliflower as a crust? There, you can make just a cheese crust.
Oh yeah.
Like, those Parm crisps
Yes.
that we like so much? They're Parmesan cheese that's been baked into little crispy discs.
But have you looked at the ingredients? Do they have any kind of wheat? Do you know that it doesn't include wheat?
No.
All right. So I would say look, but it may not. I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying
Right.
surprise you where you might find some wheat.
Also true. But you can make your own cheesy pizza crust. So it's almost like just eating just the toppings off of your pizza.
Which wouldn't be a bad thing.
No. It's never a bad thing.
I bought some little tortillas to use for bread, and I bought cauliflower ones, which they weren't too bad. And then there were almond flour ones, which I didn't buy, but I'm kind of curious what they taste like.
Sure.
But they're expensive.
Oh yeah, anything that is free of anything is going to be more expensive.
So like little tiny tortillas, just regular flour, were like $2 and something, and these were $7.
Yeah.
So that much more.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I don't know if there's really that much more work that goes into making them.
I think the supplies are just rarer,
Yeah, yeah, that's probably true.
We noticed, or I noticed, I don't look at the numbers a lot for a podcast. I try not to.
Yeah, it's depressing.
But I did last week. I got on when I was uploading. I thought, hey, let's go see who's in it. No, I don't know what happened, but like we got like a 1/3 probably percent increase of listeners. So we got new people out there listening to the podcast. And I just want to say that we've been doing this for 4 years. If you're new to the podcast, you just want to, and this is what we do. It's kind of like, I always say it's like morning talk.
Yeah,
show.
It's talk radio.
Just sillier.
Yeah, that's and
we drink beer
with swear words.
Yeah, we can say things that you can't say on morning radio.
So speaking of which,
and we will.
Would you rather say fuck?
Okay.
Or play Would You Rather?
I would tell you this. I've said fuck throughout my life. I'm not a big fuck guy. I was not raised with cursing in my house. We were not allowed, We had a good Christian household. And we weren't supposed, and I rarely did it. And I would go through these periods when I was in high school where I'd be like, I'm going to start cursing.
I'm going to start smoking.
Yeah. And then I would quit. And so I just never was a big curse guy. And then I got married to my wife. And she likes to say the curse words.
Yes,
and
she
I
does.
just, I don't know if I just join in with her, but I probably say it a little too much now.
You probably say it more around me.
Yeah.
Because, you and I just try and make each other laugh.
Well, here's what the true test is, saying it to yourself. Because, like, or at least for me, it's just like you're more in control when you're with yourself, I would think, than you are with other people. So if you could like say, so usually, and they would, just for comedy purposes, I'd be like, what the, and I would just stop. Because that's kind of funny to me to not finish it out. But now I just go all the way. What the fuck? I shouldn't. I'm trying to cut back.
Trying to cut back
on my fucks, yes.
That's too bad for Maria.
Yeah. But, I would have to say I'm doing it a little too much. But I will say I will play a game of Would You Rather right now.
When I injure myself physically, my mouth opens and profanity spews.
Yeah.
And it's just my reaction to pain, to physical pain, is just unbridled profanity.
To me, it's almost always for comedy purposes. It makes me laugh.
Because it's funny.
It is funny when you're saying the word. It's a funny word, and it just makes me laugh. And I would much rather say it as a comedy thing than as an anger thing.
Oh, big time. Yeah. There's
I don't
other
even
words.
know that I could say it. If I got mad at somebody, I would never yell "fuck you" at someone. I just can't.
You said it to me.
I have not said.
Not in anger.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In anger. In comedy, I could.
Right.
I have never in my entire life flipped anyone off. I've never done it in anger. I've a couple times I've done it like as a joke,
right. Yeah.
But I have never flipped anyone. I don't think I can. It's just not a language that I speak when I get angry. I just don't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's play Would You Rather.
Do it. Well, there goes my theory. All right.
Yeah, so Rick decided before we started this that we were both going to drop blue stones.
I felt it in my bones.
Would you rather? But I dropped a yellow one, which stands for random.
Random. Would you rather? And I swear this is what it says. Would you rather pee out of your nose or poo out of your ear?
What the fuck?
This is a great one. This might be the best question we've had. Would you rather pee out of your nose or poop out of your ear? So many words I could say. It just says poo.
I would probably rather pee out of my nose.
Oh, God.
I don't want shit in my ear.
You want piss in your nose?
No,
That's
but at
weird.
least it's liquid.
Yeah. How would you do that? You have to go like tilt your head over the toilet. You have to wipe your ear. I don't know.
Don't sneeze too hard.
Yeah. Ew. Neither of those would be cool.
No, they wouldn't.
I don't think I would want to do either of them.
I wouldn't either, but I had to pick one.
Yeah. You'd have to wear your underwear on your face.
No.
Yeah.
Not unless you had incontinence, then you'd have to wear incontinence underwear on your nose. It's red.
Red.
All right, so your question is red, which stands for pain and discomfort.
Mm-hmm.
And pain, fear, and discomfort.
Okay.
Sorry. Would you rather have to cut off your foot with a chainsaw or gnaw off one of your fingers?
Good.
You'd have to chew off your own finger or cut off your foot with a chainsaw.
I would gnaw. I would do the gnawing.
Would you really?
Yeah.
That would take way longer.
But I have control over the pain. I control how much. So, and I've told you this story before. I pierced my own ear way back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't go get it pierced because I didn't want anybody else inflicting pain on me.
Right.
And for me doing it myself, it actually took so much longer. It probably took me 30, 45 minutes to do it.
Right.
Because it hurt and I would have to stop and it's so dumb. But if I'd gone to like Spencer's, they would have just gone, there it is.
Right.
And you got the earring in and everything.
Done.
And you don't have time to hurt, but that's what I do. And so instead, I did it myself, and it just took forever. Now, the second time that I did it, it was much faster because I was just like, okay, well, I kind of know. But when I did it the second time, I kind of hit some cartilage. And so it was a little bit harder to do, and it hurt maybe a little more. But I still did it.
Well, the earrings that you have in now were a gift from me.
Yeah.
And I remember you putting them in because they're a larger gauge than a normal piercing would be, and larger than what you had in previously. And it took you like all day to get those damn things in.
Here's the thing, and so I don't know why, and I don't know if it has to do with the fact that I pierced it myself with just a sewing needle, but and maybe it's my skin. But I could leave an earring in my ear for 10 years and take it out, and in 2 minutes, it's closed up.
Yep.
I have this super healing power or something. I don't know what it is, but it's so frustrating. I've never understood people just like taking an earring out and then they're just sticking it in, slides right in. I can't do that. And so it was always was frustrating when I would take an earring out. And then you bought that. You went to get a tattoo, and they had them at the tattoo place. And you were like, I'm buying these for you. And I'm like, okay. And I put them in. And when was that? Not 2009, 2010, maybe?
One of those,
It was very early when you came
Yes.
to Chattanooga. And I think it was probably 2010, or like in the winter.
Yeah, yeah.
And I put them in. I've never taken them out. They've never been out since.
And they've not gotten any kind of infection.
When I went to when I was getting a colonoscopy, they wanted me to take them out, and I was like, no. And I was like, they're you can't take them out. They're like one solid thing.
They're
and
embedded.
They're like, oh, okay.
So they just stuck tape over them.
I don't know if they did that. They just kind of went, yeah. But it's just like, what? Why? What's going to happen?
You're going in my butt, not
my
ear.
Like flash the surgeon and blind him for an instant. I don't understand what the reason why
they
you
don't
can't
want
have
anything magnetic in there.
Why? They're not using any kind of aeronautical gauges or anything. What's happening?
When I had an MRI of my head, I had to take all my jewelry out because you're going into a big, huge magnet.
I can kind of understand that, but they're going the opposite end with me.
Exactly. Which
it's like, we don't want to put our fingers so far up your ass that we tickle your earrings. So take them out.
Take them out.
I don't understand that.
I don't
it doesn't make any sense. I think it's rules and regulations gone amok, because I think they're like, well, we can't have people coming in here with their watches and bracelets and rings and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
So they're going to have to take those off. And then it's just like everything. Take it all off. I don't care what it is.
Strip
nipple,
down to...
I got a nipple ring. No, take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have nipple rings, but I've had friends...
You could have.
I could have.
Yeah.
I've had friends who had nipple rings.
Touching your boobs again.
I am. And I forgot to put a bra on, I just noticed. But, yeah, so they've had to take them out for surgical procedures.
Do they ask? Would I have to take out my scrotum rings? Because I got a lot of them.
You've got like 24 now, right?
Yeah. I have to take them out.
When you walk, it just goes blink, 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 blink.
Every time I walk, kids are like, Santa's coming.
Wow.
I've seen pictures of that, and boy, I could not and would not do it.
Have you ever considered getting a Prince Albert?
I don't know what that is, and no.
So it's a
no.
It's a
no.
It's a piercing that goes in
nope.
your urethra.
Nope.
And then comes out.
No.
And it's like a ring that goes.
Nope. I call that the urethra Frankenstein. That's what I call that.
But you could put a leash on it and walk you around the house.
I saw a picture, and I don't know why I saw it and where I saw it now. I'm just remembering though. Oh man, why do we go down these roads? Some dude. And there was obviously a dude, naked peenie. I saw a picture, and
Do you call it a peenie?
Yes, he had little rings like earrings all the way up the shaft.
Yes, I've seen
like
that.
where the tubes are.
Yes.
I guess I don't know who does that. Where do you go to get that done?
Just a piercing.
No, it hurts just to look at it. And how do you? I mean, I guess maybe it enhances sex. I don't know. I don't know how it can enhance, because it seems like it would get hung on things and rip things out. No.
So I was with a friend of mine when she got her hood pierced over her clit.
Yeah, but that's kind of easier.
But I've also known people who got their actual clitoris pierced.
Why?
I don't know.
But that
could ruin your sex life.
That's my point.
You
Why
could
would you
kill
do
that nerve and never be able to have an orgasm ever again.
I used to think that tongue piercing was weird, but then the rest of it. Now, though, tongue piercing, like when it first happened, I was like, that's just stupid. It's stupid. Why would he? And then now it's just so commonplace. It's just like, all right. And then people are doing their eyebrows and their nose. And I think like some people with a nose ring looks really, really cool. Mm-hmm. And other people, not as much. But I don't know. It's your body. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah. And the whole... People say that they get their tongue pierced because it helps with fellatio.
I've heard that.
Maybe. I've been with people who had their tongue pierced before.
I've never experienced it.
No.
It seems like just put a marble in your mouth for a while and spit it out.
I prefer putting an ice cube in my mouth.
I mean, that can work. I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
I think I tried something like that. Not on a dude.
No.
No.
Not recently.
No, it was a long time ago. Okay,
so it's April.
I got something for you.
Come here. So it's April. Guess what that means?
It's my birthday.
It will be soon.
It's the month of my birthday.
It's the month of your birthday, but it's also the month of other things. So I have some April facts. Would you like to hear them?
April facts.
Boo-ba-da-boo.
Okay.
All right. So
Facts of April.
April.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
Not a big fan of April.
Why?
I don't like spring, so I don't really like March that much, and I'm not a big fan. It's just too. I don't know. I think of Easter and all of the like pastel colors, and it's just too. I don't know. It's too namby-pamby.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love spring.
I'm glad I'm born at the end of it. It's like almost. It's almost May.
Fall is my favorite.
Me too.
Season. Autumn is my favorite. But spring is fun too because it's like people are starting to get out and go outside again. Hibernation is over.
I will admit, other than the whole allergy thing, I'm starting like this year. It's been fun, kind of going out, you know, and kind of. It hasn't been too hot yet, and I don't know. It's been kind of fun walking around. Especially we've had some breeze, and that's good.
It's already been 80 degrees once this year. That's crazy.
Totally.
Okay, so April is, there's a couple of things. It's words. Awareness month for several things.
Okay.
Parkinson's Awareness Month.
Is it?
Yes, and my father has severe Parkinson's.
Mm-hmm. I think my grandfather had it, but I don't think people knew what it was then.
Right.
So I don't think it got diagnosed.
Well, so I went to get checked out once, and turns out that my father's Parkinson's is not genetic because it's caused by Agent Orange, which he was exposed to in Vietnam. Did he get any
compensation?
Yes.
Cool. I guess it's not really cool, but
no, but
it's cooler than not getting compensation.
Exactly.
It's not like you're on your own.
No. I mean, it did take him 2 years to get that.
That's the government.
Additional, but it's the VA, it's the government. What are you gonna do? So it's Parkinson's Awareness Month. It's also Testicular Cancer Awareness Month.
I'm always aware of my testiculars,
but no cancer, right?
So far, no.
When's the last time you had your testes checked?
This morning.
No. When is the last time somebody cupped your balls? Other than your wife?
No, I don't know that I've ever had that. I don't like specifically that unless it's just part of another exam I've had. But I haven't had a weenie exam in a while.
A weenie exam. So
if you're gonna, I just feel like if you're gonna have that examined, it's not a fun exam. You might as well call it something fun.
Have you ever had to have an
STD
STD
be
check?
Like, hey, I went ahead and get my hoo-ha checked out today.
Got my vajayjay looked at.
Yeah, you should. You should do that. That's the doctor should be like. No, you don't want the doctor saying that.
No.
You want the doctor calling it everything clinical.
Except for a vajayjay.
Yeah. My wife is not a doctor, but she's the only person that I've ever been with that actually calls it a penis. I'm like, stop. So clinical.
Why?
I don't know.
So
it's
like
not
you're
romantic.
in the heat of the moment, and she goes, "Put your penis inside me."
Totally. It's way too clinical. Like dating Dr. Ruth or something.
Oh my God.
Put your penis in. Yeah.
Holy shit.
The only person.
I will not tell her that you told me that.
She would laugh.
Everyone on the podcast knows now too.
Yeah.
Okay. So, where was I?
You have some fine areolas, if I might say so. It's like using only the clinical terms and only real terms. You know?
Your vulva is quite engorged.
Right. Yeah.
Nice. Anyways, moving on. It is also Autism Acceptance Month.
Oh, yeah? What does that mean? What do you do then?
Autism.
I think we talked about it. I think I'm autistic. I think I've taken several online. I've never been diagnosed.
Right.
But I've taken several online tests that say, oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're definitely on the spectrum.
Yeah, and I feel like that it's answered, even though I haven't been diagnosed. I feel like it's answered some personal questions I've had in my life about just things and how I handle things. And it's like, well, that makes sense.
Yep. Total sense.
I'm okay with it.
And it's a huge spectrum. So, I don't think...
thank you.
Your spectrum is so huge. But, yeah, I think you definitely have Asperger level type autism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not... no, I am. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. It's also Scottish American Heritage Month.
Oh, wow.
You're Scottish American.
I'm everything in April, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have Parkinson's, but
not yet anyway. Yeah.
Still trying. The Scottish American hair. I'm so weird. I wore a kilt for a year, and I did a year in a kilt, life in a kilt, and then because I do have Scottish heritage, but actually the Scottish part of my family is not as large as
prominent.
As the Irish.
Yeah.
So like my family's mostly, I would say I probably have more Irish, maybe English and German. German is huge. German
more
on
so
my
than
mother's
Scottish.
side. I think definitely more than Scottish. But so German is big, and then English and Scottish probably about the same, and then a little bit of Scottish. English and Irish, I meant.
Okay.
And then a little bit of Scottish. So the Scottish comes from my maternal grandmother, who was a MacDonald. And then when he came here, he changed his name to Donaldson. But he was originally a MacDonald.
Yeah.
And so that's the Scottish part. But most of my family's Irish. And then the other part of my mother's side is English.
So when I had my DNA done, 36% Irish.
Oh, that's good, though.
More than a third Irish.
Yeah.
25% Scandinavian.
That's cool.
The rest of it is Iberian Peninsula, Western European.
I think I had that, too.
And just a teensy tiny bit of Middle Eastern.
I think, oh, wow, that's cool. That's kind of interesting, too. You need to find out what that comes from. I think some of mine was Nordic, but, the Vikings came, that's where
the Irish came from.
Yeah, in Scotland.
So I'm extremely Irish.
Yeah.
I'm Irish before they were Irish.
I don't know if I told you this. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, and I don't know if anyone even cares. But years ago, I have this memory when I was in second grade. This kid, and I can't remember his name, although now I want to say it was Paul something. I don't never remember his last name. But anyway, I just remember him when he was now this is second grade.
Wow, that's a while ago.
But I remember him talking. He lived in Norway for a while, and so the teacher allowed him to do a presentation about Norway, and he brought with him a seal, like a seal, an actual seal, but it was like this tall, like 4 inches tall.
So like a seal, not like a seal.
A seal, like a from Norway, a marine creature.
Oh, okay.
And it's like 4 inches, and I remember he passed it around this classroom, and told everybody that it's a real seal that has been like stuffed and it's 4 inches tall.
It's an itty bitty seal.
Paul was a liar.
Yeah.
So this again, it's second grade. You can't believe what second graders say.
No.
So now at my age, I think back on it and I remember it so well, but I don't remember exactly what that looked like. But I think it was around 4 inches. But I think probably it was made with seal fur. It was like a little seal statue, and it was surrounded in seal fur.
Okay.
And somehow this second grader believed it was an actual seal.
Because his parents probably lied to him and told him it was.
Or he just didn't know. But I don't know. I just remember this going on. So I was very fascinated by that when I was a kid, and I just remember...
You thought there were just these tiny little seals?
No, I totally did. It was forever that I realized, wait a minute. But Norway, I've always thought about Norway, and it's always just because of that one incident, it's always kind of in the back of my mind. And then one day I was listening to a CD. I was meditating, and I had a CD in, and it was I think the CD was called like healing music or something. Sure. It was just a lot of new agey kind of crap. But there was one cut that comes on, and it's played with a flute, and I think it was a Japanese artist.
Okay.
And it's playing nothing. There's nothing on it except bamboo flute.
Okay.
And it swells. I'll play it for you sometime. It's like, I don't know. I can't sing and I'm not going to do it, but it just like, it would just like soar up and then it would come down and just like amazing. And right in the middle of listening to this, I had this experience and I don't know how to explain it, but it freaked me out.
What happened?
I felt like I was remembering a past life.
Okay.
And I don't believe in reincarnation.
Right.
I don't unbelieve it. I just don't see I've not seen any evidence for it.
Right.
You can argue that this is evidence, but I don't know that it is. But I just felt like, holy crap, I saw like a vision of like being in Norway. Mm-hmm. And I was like on a boat harbor, and there were flags flapping in the wind. Mm-hmm. I could hear it. It was like cool breeze going, and it was so realistic, and I could feel it, and it scared the crap out of me, and I jumped up.
Really, it scared you?
Yeah, I had to turn it off.
Interesting.
But I've never forgotten that, and I can still listen to that, and I think I can hear that music and still click into that. I've never had the same exact experience, but there's something about the Norwegians, Norway, maybe Viking. I don't know. Do you believe in reincarnation?
I don't necessarily believe in it. I don't not believe in it either. I have had during meditation, just like you, I used to meditate a lot more than I do now. And during meditation, I've had 2 experiences, actually 3, similar to what you're talking about. Once, definite Viking vibes. Viking vibes.
The Vikings are on another world trying to get to us.
I think so. But serious Viking vibes. And then another time, much earlier than that, horseback riding.
Okay.
Obviously, bareback, no like equipment, no tack. Yeah, just like that. Riding in the wind, blah, blah, blah. And then the third time was like Eastern Seaboard type, 1800s.
Okay.
So I have had images that come to my head and feel extremely real to me, and it feels like you're there.
Yeah.
Is that your brain just putting you somewhere, or is that, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And we're never going to know what it is.
No.
So there's no point in.
You can theorize. I have a theory. I don't have a belief. I have a theory. My idea, my experience of reality is that we are all one at the essence.
Yeah.
We look on the visual level. We all look different.
Yeah. We
all appear to be different. We all appear to be several different beings. But if you keep boiling it down and we're all, everything is one. The whole world, we're just one being that is taking form of who we are. So I believe that as at the essence of every person is the same. And that's the case of Henry VIII, Gandhi, Jesus, John Lennon. I think we're all the same person. So I think it might be possible to have a connection with the memories of things that happened to that experience on the earth. So you might be thinking that you're experiencing that you were once Marilyn Monroe, when in reality you get a little glimpse into the memory of what you, as the same as everybody else, was living as Marilyn Monroe. Does that make sense? It
does, because I have a similar theory. I believe that, we're all made up of energy, and that's just a given. And when you die, that energy has to go somewhere. So can atoms have memories? Can energy have memories attached to it? Have you ever just walked into a building and thought, it's weird in here?
Kind of. I've been in locations where I feel like this is so familiar, even though I know I haven't been here.
Yeah. So I think that, like, when you die, your energy is dispersed, and that energy becomes other things. Sometimes it can become part of another human being. Sometimes it can become a rock. Sometimes it can become a tree, whatever. So if there is any memory attached to that energy, if that's even a possibility, if you consider all the energy you're made up of all the people and things before you, if there's a memory attached to it, it's going to be your memory.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not easy to get to as your own memories, but it's there if that's a thing. So that's, yeah, I think it's totally possible. That it's not necessarily reincarnation. It's the energy that made you is now making another you or somebody else. Does that if that makes sense?
Can I buy some pot from you?
Fuck off. Oh my God. Can I get through this, please?
So cool.
I'm going to get through this.
Yeah, do it.
All right. It's also Jazz Appreciation Month.
Awesome. That's my favorite.
It's also National Humor Month. Tell me a joke.
I don't have a joke.
You just told me a joke earlier. Tell me that joke now.
I've told you that joke before.
Tell it again.
That's my favorite joke of all time.
Tell me.
Guy's sitting in his chair watching TV. There's a knock on the door. He gets up. He opens the door. He looks around. Nobody's standing there. It's like, what the? He looks around here. Looks over there. Looks in here. Nothing. He looks down. There's a little snail. He's like, what? Get out of here. He picks up the snail. He throws it as far as he can. Shuts the door. Goes back to watching TV. 10 years later, there's a knock on the door. He opens it up. There's the same snail. He goes, what the hell was that?
Okay.
That's my favorite joke of all times.
I have two favorite jokes of all time.
Okay.
One of them is very sweet.
Yeah.
It is.
Is it a dad joke?
No.
No.
What did the grape say when the elephant stood on it?
I think I know this, but I'm not going to say because I want to kill your joke. I don't know.
Nothing. It just let out a little whine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a dad joke.
Okay. And then my other one is, what's the difference between a drug dealer and a prostitute?
Don't know that.
Prostitute can wash her crack and resell it.
Oh, no. You didn't say that.
I said that at work.
No. Oh.
In front of the entire...
Was that when you were doing stand-up? Oh, no. Yeah. No wonder they should have fired you.
Well, the boss actually said, well, at least you didn't say any bad words. Okay. Yeah, fair.
Sometimes I feel like that you're the person that... like everybody else is just like, no, you don't do that. And you're like, why?
Why? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm still work there. So 7 years later.
All right. National Humor.
Yep. It's also Ramadan.
Ramadan.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Ramadan month until March 2nd.
You know what's a shame?
I mean, until May 2nd.
You have to fast during Ramadan, right? Can you I don't know anything about Ramadan. I'm not trying to make fun, but do you fast like a certain time or the whole time?
Well, you can't fast for an entire month.
You could. Some people do, but I'm just saying, they don't do that, right? It's like certain time periods.
I think it's time periods. I think you don't. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I want to say it's something like you don't eat when it's dark out, or so, like when the sun goes down. It's
like Sabbath or something.
Yeah.
Whatever their Sabbath
something
is.
like that. But I honestly don't know, and I didn't do any research prior.
I just feel like if I would make like Ramadan ramen. Ramadan. Totally, that you can eat during Ramadan. Someone should do that. Go ahead. Take my idea and run with it.
Let's make Ramadan.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right. So I have a few days of the month as well.
I got a few too. I know some stuff that's going on.
Okay. So
in
April 4th.
Yeah.
Tell a lie day.
It is not. That's April 5th.
That's a lie.
No, it's April 5th. That's Tell a Lie Day.
No, it's April 4th.
No, it's April 5th.
Liar. April 6th. National Tartan Day.
Tartan Day.
It's Tartan Day. What is your
tartan?
tartan?
On your tartan. I have several. I wear the McDonald. Mm-hmm. I wear the Wallace.
And those are your family tartans?
Those are my family tartans. I have many others. My favorite tartan. The McDonald... Isle of Skye. Beautiful. Yes. Also, McDonald Ancient, I've discovered,
gorgeous,
is my favorite. And I got to get a kilt in both those, which I don't have. But I also have a couple of Irish kilts that I really like. But yeah, I would say my McDonald is a good all-around everyday kilt.
Yep.
It's good. It's just good for everything. Mm-hmm. Wallace is good when you want some attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always would wear my Wallace kilt when I wanted someone to go, wow.
You're in a kilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't ignore that one.
No, you can't.
But I want a hunting. I want the Wallace hunting. I don't have that either.
Oh, okay. That's more muted colors, right?
Yeah, I have a the kilt company.
Sport kilt?
Sport kilt. See? My mind. I have a sport kilt Wallace hunting, but the sport kilt and nothing. I mean, sport kilts are great kilts.
They're awesome.
But the tartan pattern is really small, so I went like a much larger.
So I have an Irish kilt, which you gave me.
Yours is Irish. It's Irish national, right?
Yes, Irish national kilt. But my actual tartan, my brown tartan,
is awesome.
Is beautiful and gorgeous, and I have
it's
a
got
scarf.
A little purple in it.
Yeah, it does. I have a scarf, but I don't have a kilt.
Yeah, you got to get a kilt.
I need to get a kilt.
Yeah, Remember, I bought you a kilt and it wouldn't fit.
It was too small.
Really, really small.
Way small. Yeah.
They sent the wrong kind.
So, anyways, that's fine.
Sold it.
Yeah. But yeah. So I need a new brown kilt.
Tartan Day celebrated April 6th.
Do it. April 10th. Hug your dog day.
Oh, I do that every day.
Do you hug your dog every day?
Yeah, Keely. Are you sure? I mean, she will force me to do it.
That's true too.
Yeah, she doesn't.
She's like, don't.
Every day is Hug Your Dog Day.
Your iPad just came on.
I know. It takes a while.
That took forever.
It's been off for a while, so the batteries just really got to charge.
Sorry, I digress.
We always do.
I hug my dog all the time.
That's my point. Why do you need a day for that?
You don't.
It's like, I can't hug you today. It's not April the 7th, whatever it is.
Speaking of dogs, you know, I mentioned on the last podcast I have a new member of my family.
Kitty.
A new kitty. Her name is Eloise. And
call her Weezy?
I do, and I call her Weasel.
Oh, that's a good one.
I got that from her old mom. And actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and call Lindsay her mom, and I'm Aunt Sherry.
Yeah, we all just kind of hang on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like... So I saw a documentary. I'm not going to go into it really long, but a documentary. Some girls that were adopted from China, and their American parents raised them, and then the girls decided they wanted to find out their real parents, and their American parents supported them. Actually, went to China with them to help them to find it. It's like, why would you hide that?
And I don't understand why anybody doesn't tell their children or raise their children with the knowledge that they're adopted. Fear. Maybe they're afraid that their kids will feel less than because somebody gave them up. That's
a huge part of it. And all of these girls from China, they were just like, why did my mother do that? But it can answer questions.
Yeah.
And it could be,
it could even be life-saving. You need that medical background.
Yeah, I watched a movie where the guy went and he found his mom and asked questions, and he realized, you know, she was sad about it and she had a situation, but she was just like, I don't really care. I don't need a kid.
Yeah.
And so he was just like,
That's another thing is that you have to prepare your child, your adopted child, prepare them for the future of, you know, it's possible that your biological parents don't want to know you.
Yeah.
Like they never wanted to know you.
I feel like that it's probably not probable, but it could be, you know. You do have to prepare for that.
And the longer you know you're adopted, the longer you have to prepare for that. It's like you can't just, oh, hey, you're 18 now. Guess what? You were adopted. And then a year later, you find out that your actual biological parents don't want anything to do with you. I think that would just be one hit after another. Yeah. It would just be too much.
I had a friend who knew he was adopted. His parents always told him he was adopted, but that no one knew who his parents were. And they sealed the record, so he couldn't find out. So I knew him, when I knew him, he was constantly researching, and he was using the internet. And he discovered that he found out that his mother was housekeeper for a government person, somebody high up in government. And apparently...
they got busy.
One of the kids or whatever kind of fooled around with the housekeeper, got her pregnant, and they forced her to give up the baby.
Yeah.
And so there he is. And
there he is.
And so I can't remember, because it's been a while we talked about it, but I can't remember if I think his dad, the government person, had died, but the mother might still be around, but he couldn't find her. He knew who the father was.
Yeah.
But he couldn't figure out who the mother was, because that was all hush hush. But there's so many stories there.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like in slavery. It's just like, you know, I do genealogy of my family. I can't imagine doing it if you were brought here against your will and there's no good records. You know, it's like if you're somebody whose family was a slave at one point,
the likelihood that you
that's
can
a
even
puzzle.
Find your enslaved ancestor is tough.
Yeah, I'm sure there are I need to look into that. I'm sure there are companies that actually do that.
Yes.
That will help people who are ancestors of slaves find their heritage, their lineage, their family. And you watch the PBS show a lot.
Finding Your Roots.
And he can do that.
Yep.
He has a staff to do that. But I mean, that kind of thing would be so frustrating to try to find that family.
I can't
But
imagine.
the stories, that's the great thing about any kind of checking in your family, because you can't control those stories.
Right, they're done.
Like there was in my family at one point, first cousins married, and my grandfather got so mad about that he refused to believe it. And it's like, why would you get mad about it? It happened. It's just history.
It's done.
You didn't make it happen.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it was so embarrassing that he didn't want to believe it.
That's crazy.
But there are people, and you read stories about people in your family who are criminals. You know, maybe you're an Oswald and they killed Kennedy. I don't know, but it's just like, well, you can't control that. That's just where you came from.
It's done.
That doesn't mean who you are.
No, not at all.
But it's
Not at
fun
all.
going back and looking at all that.
I love going back and looking at it. I actually want to go back to school for history and genealogy.
All that from Hug Your Dog Day. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. What I was saying is that the cat and the dog are cuddling now.
Oh, all that for that.
For that. And it's
That's
awesome.
really cool, yeah.
It's great because Pretty Girl never cuddled with Toffee. But Eloise is just like, hey, how you doing? You're warm.
Yeah, that's
Come
good
here.
for everybody all the way around.
Yes. The 13th of April is National Scrabble Day.
Oh, never played. I do play Scrabble some. My wife likes it, so I'll play it.
Yeah.
I'm not a game person. You know that.
I know that. I like Scrabble. I just it's like depends on the day. Sometimes I do really well. Sometimes I'm just like words. I can't do words today, you know. The 16th of April is Eggs Benedict Day.
Spaghetti Benedict. Have you ever had that? It's really good.
No, I have not. But I love me some Eggs Benedict. I just don't like the Canadian bacon. I don't eat it.
Oh, you don't eat it?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Even when I did eat meat, I didn't like the Canadian bacon.
Oh, can I tell you a story?
In a minute. So I either, if it's possible, I have it replaced with salmon or just avocado because you get that creamy avocado, that poached egg, that hollandaise sauce. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember last week when my wife made those really yummy salmon patties?
Yes.
So we had an event, and I needed to run home from the gallery and grab some food real quick. And so I thought, I'm going to grab a salmon patty. And so I grabbed a salmon patty, and I was eating it. And I got like halfway through. And I realized it was a piece of chicken.
No.
So I ate chicken.
No, you didn't.
I ate chicken. Yes, I did.
That's nasty.
You know what I did?
What?
I ate the whole thing.
Did you really?
I had already eaten. I was like, what the hell? I'm just going to go ahead and finish it.
Fuck
and I
it.
finished. Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to eat it, and I wouldn't have. And I was just like, you know what? This tastes like soy chicken.
Yeah. Just tell yourself that.
It tasted like those Earth Fare chicken nuggets. That's what it tastes like.
So I went to a hotel once. I was staying at a hotel here in Atlanta around the perimeter area.
At the Buggy Hotel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I went down to the bar for dinner my first night, and I ordered a crab cake.
Oh.
It was made with chicken.
Ooh.
Not
That's
crab.
Chicken cake.
It was a chicken cake.
That's stupid.
It was disgusting.
There's no such thing as a crab chicken.
I was like, I'm not paying for this. This is some bullshit. This is not crab.
That's a lawsuit.
April 20th is Cheddar Fries Day.
Oh, April 20th, 420. That's the pot smoking day.
Yeah.
Do you smoke pot?
No.
You never smoke pot.
I'm not anymore.
Do you eat pot?
Not anymore. I did for a while. I would take some THC edibles, some gummies and stuff. But I discovered that with my mental health issues, it actually makes it worse.
Yeah, I would think.
So no more of that for me.
Yeah. Well, that's what on 420 they do that. But you know what? If you do that, it's a really good day for cheddar fries.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Any day is a good day for cheddar fries.
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm just saying.
Sure.
Also, the 23rd is Talk Like Shakespeare Day.
Oh, that's cool. It's also Valerie Bertinelli's birthday.
So give me your best Shakespeare.
Oh, I'm not good at Shakespeare.
No?
No.
Not even like...
I've done one Shakespeare play my whole life. I liked it.
Yeah?
I like doing it, but I can't riff Shakespeare. I can't make up Shakespeare.
You don't have that prose?
No. I don't have the pattern. And Shakespeare was all iambic pentameter, and I can't do... unless you really, 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 really know Shakespeare.
Right.
You can't just fake. You can't do fake spear.
Fake spear. You're right.
I can't.
I can't either.
So,
you know who's really good at Shakespeare?
Who?
Two people. Two of my favorite actors are really good at Shakespeare.
Oh, yeah. Kenneth Branagh?
Well, maybe. He's not one of them.
Okay.
But Patrick Stewart.
Okay. Yeah, he's a...
Yeah. And David Tennant.
Okay. I've never seen Dave do it.
So, actually... if you want to watch him do Shakespeare, I think it's on Netflix. If it's not on Netflix,
David Tennant?
Yeah, he does Hamlet.
Really?
He is Hamlet.
Oh,
yeah.
Definitely have to try that.
He is, but it's like he's like in jeans. It's like a newer, but no, it's not. It's not really reimagined. It's just.
I'm not a big fan
newer.
of that. Yeah, I understand. I've seen it. I did a post-apocalyptic Macbeth.
Did you?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody looked like Mad Max. I mean, it was, it was cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge fan of that. You know who could riff on Shakespeare was Robin Williams.
Oh God,
he was really good at just doing the fake spear.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. But David Tennant has not only been in Hamlet, but he's been in several Shakespeare.
Okay, I didn't realize that about him.
Lots of theater, lots of Shakespearean theater. Very, very well educated in that.
Okay, very
so,
cool.
Got to check that out.
If you do like Shakespeare, now I brought this up on the podcast I think before. There's a documentary called Finding Richard. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. With
Dennis.
No. Dang it. One of the greatest, Al Pacino.
Oh.
Whew, I got it.
Yay.
But it's a documentary, and he goes back into kind of the historical performances of Richard Richard III, maybe? I can't remember which play.
Okay.
Sorry about that. But, and it has several actors that will play scenes, and then he goes, and then he goes to the Old Globe Theater and just goes around and just kind of looks at Shakespearean history, talks a lot. It's great theater porn. I mean, if you're a theater person, it's really good. I have not
watched that.
It's so good, really, and just the scenes that they do. I remember Alec Baldwin is in it. Winona Ryder, I don't like as an actress, is in it, and she's good. But a lot of people, I think one of the dames, I get confused.
Judi Dench, maybe?
No. A different dame is in it. And, a dude that I could see in my head that I can't remember his name is in it.
Really? That guy?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. So a lot of people you recognize are, I was going to say Keanu's in it. I can't remember if he is or not.
Okay.
But anyway, everybody kind of acts out little scenes, but it's definitely worth it. And Al Pacino,
it's Al Pacino.
But the actors sitting around the table preparing the roles, that was my favorite. It just reminded me of like all the years I spent in
theater.
Rehearsal and stuff. Yeah. So good. Made me want to do theater.
Awesome sauce. So guess what the 27th is?
April 27th?
Yeah.
No idea.
It's your birthday.
Huh?
It's your birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I better
You're going to be 60.
Holy crap. That's so stupid.
60.
Stupid.
On the 27th of April.
So
everybody send Rick happy birthday wishes on April 27th. He'll be 60 years old.
Dumb. I have a comment. I want to talk about that. We're running we're going to be over, but I do want to talk about this. But I got to add for 15th, our friend Penelope, that's her anniversary.
Oh.
I wanted to throw that in.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, Penelope.
420 is Lindsay's birthday. Our friend Lindsay has a birthday of 420.
Lindsay's birthday.
So just kind of, I just want to mention some stuff. And I've got other April things that I can't even remember that are...
Well, happy birthday, Lindsay, and happy anniversary, Penelope.
Yeah, and happy birthday, me.
Happy birthday, you.
Well, should I talk about the birthday thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
First of all, I want to have a Zoom.
Okay.
We've been talking about having a Zoom event.
For a while.
I want to have a Zoom event, and I think I have the perfect Zoom event.
Okay. What is it?
I put this thing together totally by accident. I was listening to a Billy Joel song. And that was by accident because I had my phone just playing stuff, and Billy Joel came on, and it was Ballad of Billy the Kid.
He's very inspirational.
If you listen to Billy Joel and you like Billy Joel, Ballad of Billy the Kid is one of his big songs he plays all the time. And that came on. So there's a lyric in that song when he says, he talks about a six-pack, carrying a six-pack. And for a second, I just thought, man, I remember when I was in college and getting a six-pack was such a big thing.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
And now I'm turning 60. And I mean, I buy six-packs for the show because we need beer.
Right.
But it's rare that we're just like, oh, we got to go get a six-pack.
Let's go get a six-pack.
I mean, that was an event
Do you
college.
remember when it turned into let's go get a case?
Kind of,
Oh
or
my
12.
gosh. Yeah.
But I mean,
Wow.
that didn't really happen until I was out of college. Maybe you were in college, but the six-pack was the
Actually,
thing.
I was in grammar school.
Oh.
Just saying.
Teacher, can I get a 12? Yeah, I just remember, because I was in theater. I was a theater person. But I also went to a Christian college.
Yeah.
So all of my friends were atheists and beer drinkers and theater people and smoked cigarettes and stuff.
What were they doing at that college?
Their dads were preachers.
Oh, okay.
And
Preacher
so
kids.
Preachers got to go free. And so that's how they were, because they were
kids.
rebelling.
Yep.
But they were cool people, and that was my group, And so we would sit around and drink beer and read plays. That's how dorky we were.
That's awesome. I love doing that.
It was fun. But that's how I learned to drink beer. I never had beer until I went to my first theater party. Off campus at the Christian college. I'm drinking Mickey's beer barrel, or barrel beers, or whatever they are.
Ew.
I remember peeing and thinking, wow, everything is spinning.
How many had you had?
2? I don't know. No, I would say probably close to 4, but I maybe more. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But I just remember thinking, oh, what if Jesus came back right now? The Baptist, man, they'll make you feel guilty for doing this.
You were judging yourself.
Totally.
While peeing.
Totally. I was loving it and hating it at the same time.
That's kind of a conundrum to be in.
But anyway, we'll kind of go back. Six-pack.
Yeah.
So I just started thinking about how important it was during that time to get a six-pack. And I thought, it's so long that I just thought, I'm going to go get a six-pack. I just thought, wonder what a six-pack would do to me. To me, it's been so long since I've had one. Wonder what a six-pack would do to me now at 60.
So you want to drink a six-pack during, a 1-hour Zoom?
Well, I'm just saying, I was thinking after hearing that song, what if I drank what would a six-pack do if I drank it right now? That's what I was thinking.
And you'd have to do it quickly.
And then I thought, what if I did it on a Zoom? What if we had a Zoom and I drank a six-pack on the Zoom?
I'll tell you what it would do to me.
What would it do?
I'll tell you what it would do to me.
Would you? Are you talking about drinking a six-pack too?
No, I won't.
You would get naked in no time.
I would not get
on Zoom,
naked.
you would.
I would not get naked.
You would get naked in New Orleans for beads. You told me you would.
Maybe. I don't know that I'd get naked. I'd certainly show my boobies.
For some plastic beads.
Sure. Why not?
The
I'll show my
value of
boobies
your
for.
boobs.
I mean, I'll show my boobies now, but no.
Ooh, what?
No, I would just feel bloated. I would if I drank a six-pack of beer.
That's what I think.
I would just feel bloated and uncomfortable.
But I don't know. And I just started
and I'd
thinking.
have to pee a lot.
I thought, what if we did a Zoom because we've been talking about doing a Zoom. What if we do a Zoom and I drink a 6-pack? That could be the Zoom. And then I started thinking more. That's always dangerous. But I started thinking more. I was like, when do I do this? Should I do it on my birthday? And I was like, that's too soon. Don't have time to plan. And I've got some other things I might be doing on my birthday. I might be smoking a cigar on my birthday. I don't know.
At a jazz club.
Could be. So I should do this. And I was like, when should I do it? I was like, well, I'm turning 60, right? Turning 60 this year. And I want to drink a 6-pack.
Yeah.
And I was like, six. Wait a minute. What if I did it on the 6th month? June? The 6th month? And then I thought, well, what if I do it on the 6th day of June? June 6th, I could do it.
So June 6th is actually a birthday of a friend of mine.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's a birthday of a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's not my birthday, and I wouldn't be doing it on a birthday, but it's a 6. So it's just like a 60, drinking a 6-pack on the 6th day of the 6th month. And then I thought, holy crap, 666. We should do a show.
No, that's 6666.
I know, but we could drop one of the 6s.
Okay.
We should do a show about evil on that, because that comes out on a Monday. So that show should be about evil. 666, we should do a show about evil. And then that night, after we record the show, we should Zoom, and I will drink a 6-pack of beer. And that's really evil in itself.
It might be, actually.
So here we go. I've decided that's what we're going to do. We're going to do evil on that day. We're going to do a show about evil.
Okay.
Just different evil things.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be scary evil, but just like how, maybe like people who worship evil people who did evil. I don't know. Just not like scary, gross stuff, but we'll talk about evil. People who worship evil. I don't know.
The 6th is a Monday.
That's what I'm saying.
So we can't record that day. We have to release that day.
But we can record before,
right,
and release it on that day like we always do.
Yeah.
And then that night we do a Zoom, and that Zoom is when I drink a 6-pack.
Okay.
So mark it on your calendars. June 6th, we will Zoom, and we would like everyone to be with us, and we will just chat with you. And look, hey, bring your own 6-packs if you want. We'll all drink a 6-pack. I'm going to drink a 6-pack.
I'm not.
You don't
I'll
have to
drive home.
You got to drive home or sleep in the bed here. But I just want to see what a 6-pack does. This beer that we're drinking, I've had half of it today, and it's 8% alcohol.
Yes. And you're already a little.
I don't know
warm.
that
Are you a little warm?
Maybe warm, but I'm not buzzed at all, really.
Okay.
But
you did have a little bit of a cocktail prior to.
Yeah, and I think that probably did something too. But this, if I had more of this beer, like 2 of these beers, would get me going.
Yeah.
But used to I remember it took 4 beers. So my rule was when I started peeling the label off the beer.
Yep.
That's when I had too much.
Yep. I used to do the same thing.
And that usually happened about 4. So my beer of choice back then was Lowenbrow. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Do they still make that?
I think so. I enjoyed Lowenbrow.
Well, that's the beer I first got drunk on. So I had a bunch of Lowenbrow, and then Lowenbrow was gone, and somebody brought Mickey's barrel beer.
Yep, Mickey's.
Which I drank that.
Uh-huh.
And that may be an in. I can't remember.
And then you moved on to Coors Light.
Well, that happened a long time. Coors Light at the time, they didn't even have it. It was just Coors.
Yeah, light beer wasn't really a thing.
Coors used to be illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole Smokey and the Bandit is about Coors. They're delivering Coors. How silly is that? Just go to the Kroger and get you some.
I know. Just go up to the corner store and get you some Coors.
But anyway, so mark it on the calendar. We will be doing a 6-pack. We're going to do a 666 show on Monday, the 6th of June.
Yep.
The 6th month. We'll be doing a 666 show about evil. And that night, that evening, we are going to Zoom. I will drink a 6-pack on the Zoom. Bring a 6 if you want, or you can just witness the show.
And if you have
you can see what a 60-year-old man does after having a 6-pack.
And if you have like devil horns or something, put them on. Wear them. Bring it. Do it to it. I will try.
If you want to become possessed by the devil, I don't know if you have that ability.
Totally into that.
Or bring the devil with you.
Yeah, if he's, free.
Yeah.
Or even if he costs
There
money.
will be no nudity on that event.
I'm not showing my boobies on the Zoom.
No, not to you guys anyway. But it's just I feel like
that's only for work.
It's something I need to discover. because I remember in college what a 6-pack would do to me. So I need to know what a 6-pack would do now. I just feel like I might get a little bit of buzz, but for the most part, I'm just going to be like, oh, my stomach.
I have never been drunk on beer alone.
Yeah.
Because I can't.
It takes too much.
Because I cannot drink that much beer.
What should I drink? I don't want to drink Coors Light. I don't even like Coors Light anymore. So what should I drink? I don't want to drink a craft beer. I don't want anything heavy. And I don't want anything that really leans toward the alcohol side. So just a regular beer, maybe like Pabst or something. I don't even like that. But
maybe pick up like you could always do a Gose. Or you could do a sour.
I can't do a 6 of a sour.
Really?
It just needs to be a basic beer.
So just a Pilsner.
You remember Plank Road?
No.
That was my favorite.
Why don't you just do that white, the Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. Now that's a good choice.
Yeah.
I would do that. And I can have 6 of Stella.
Sure, Stella.
I could do
Absolutely.
Stella.
Even better.
And that beer we had a couple weeks ago, United.
Yeah.
I could do 6 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Mm-hmm. That is good tasting beer.
And they're all like basic beer alcohol content.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're going to be drinking 10 or 6 imperial beers.
Yeah. And if you're new listening to the show, it'll be the first time we can meet you. We can all say hi. You can hang out with us. You can see how silly we are in real person.
Stupid.
And our regulars, we always have people who show up. Hopefully Aaron will come in.
Always.
Mike up in New York.
Yep.
He could wear his priest robes. I think that Mike should wear his robes in case something gets out of hand. He might need to cast out some demons.
Just don't sneeze.
I find it interesting that he pastors a congregation and listens to this epic disaster.
He's still human. I mean, come on.
A little too human.
He's just human.
Yeah. I'm glad he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be a great time. So let's put this on our calendar, and we're telling you now. So we'll be mentioning it in future shows, maybe every show.
And it's something we're actually going to stick with.
Yeah. I mean, people have been saying for a while, let's do a Zoom, and this is the way. I might actually do a live. I don't know if I'll do a Zoom, but I might do a live thing on my birthday just to say hi to everybody.
I would love for DM on the DL to join us. Mm-hmm. That would be a blast. Yeah. I don't know if she will.
All of our friends.
All of them.
Dog Crate.
Yeah, everybody. He's been on once.
I can't remember. Louisiana, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. One of those two.
Wow. Those are so
somewhere
many.
in between.
Wow. Because those are so similar.
Well, I know I've had to send him stuff, and then when I do, I try to remember where I send it, and then I forget.
Clearly.
I'm old. But anyway, yeah, mark it on your calendar. Zoom. Finally, we're going to do a Zoom June 6th. 6. It's easy to remember. 6-6. The 6-pack. 6 pack.
Yep.
And there's
maybe
a 60-year-old man doing it.
Maybe my cousin will join too. That'll be fun.
Your cousin will join. Who knows who will join, but I just think I think
everybody. Everybody.
All right, should we start showing? Should we start shutting the show down? That's hard to say. Shutting the show. Shutting the show.
Don't shed the show.
Shit, let's shut the show down.
Yes.
Should we do that?
Yes, we should.
All right, we talk about the. Do we talk about the beer? Have we done everything we needed to do?
We haven't talked about.
We haven't talked about our best stuff, but I don't have one.
I don't either.
I don't even know.
I'm not prepared.
I do too.
Are you sure?
No, I remember I had it left over. Now I can't remember which one it was, though. I'm not going to say it.
You were so excited for like a second.
No. So, we were going to do this show last week.
Yeah.
And we got it already. And then we were like, let's don't do it. And I had all this stuff written down. Wait a minute.
Did you write it down?
I might have.
Maybe you wrote it down.
No.
No, you didn't write it down.
I didn't write it down.
Have you watched any of the movies that I have recommended to you?
I don't even remember what they are. No.
The Atom Project on Netflix.
Atom Project. No. Is that the one with Ryan Reynolds?
Yes.
No, we saw that. We talked about it. We were going to watch it. And we didn't.
What about Red
counts.
Notice?
I don't even know what that is.
Red Notice is the one with Dwayne Johnson, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot.
Oh, no.
Okay. What about, have you seen Free Guy yet?
Have you told me that?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Who's in that one?
Ryan Reynolds. I'm on a Ryan Reynolds kick. Can you tell?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds and David Tennant. That's the Oreo cookie you're looking for.
Thank you. Yes. I would like to have that now, please. Can you get that for me for my birthday?
No, I have no power to do that.
Fuck. Man, now I'm going to have dreams.
Okay, that's what it's for. That's what dreams are for. All right, so let's talk about the beer then. What do we think? This is tell the world what we're drinking again.
We are drinking Average Joe's Oatmeal Cookie, which is an Imperial Brown Ale by Pontoon Brewing, brewed here out of Sandy Springs. It is Imperial Brown Ale with cinnamon, vanilla, and lactose. Now, I'm honestly, I'm not getting the lactose. Normally,
it's a little creamy, but
it gives you this nice mouth feel, but I'm not getting that from this.
Okay, I do get the cinnamon.
Yes.
Think I get the vanilla.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
but it's sweet.
Well, that's the oatmeal cookie. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Why?
Sure.
Why buy cookie beer?
I don't know.
Why'd you buy cookie beer?
I saw it. I liked the can was kind of cool, and then the thought of oatmeal cookie. I love oatmeal cookies.
Every time that I drink a beer that's super sweet,
yeah,
I think it's payback.
Oh.
For that peanut butter and jelly beer I made you drink.
Oh no.
By Catawba Brewing.
I kind of remember the beer, but I don't remember the taste.
It was like 3 years ago.
I know. I don't remember the taste. I remember
you
the beer.
You were so mad at me.
I remember the beer.
So
what do you think?
Again, it's too sweet for me. I can't finish it.
Yeah.
It's like having an entire package of oatmeal cookies, I guess.
Okay.
But again, it doesn't taste like oatmeal cookies. It just tastes like sweet.
Okay.
So I'm going to say I will give it a 2. 2. Yeah.
I'm giving it a 3.
Okay. Why?
I like the taste. It is definitely too sweet, but the taste is nice. I've learned to that these kind of beers are going to fall into a certain category, and the category's been like too sweet for me to have.
Right.
This one, so usually those are porters. So this one is a Imperial Brown Ale, so I really expected it to be a little bit thinner and a little less sweet.
Right.
And so I'm kind of surprised at the sweetness of it.
Me too.
But it's called oatmeal cookie, so
how do you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what they were trying to telegraph. So I thought the flavor was fine. It's one of those that you just drink every once in a while. So yeah, I kind of liked it. It's all right.
Maybe if I had a whiskey back.
Yeah.
Maybe. But my back is just skin.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A lot of hair.
Oh, stop it. Don't talk about my back.
All right,
hair.
so you say 2, I say 3?
Yep.
All right, that's it. Let's shut the show down.
Shut the show down.
We didn't say fuck as many times during the shows.
Now you just did, though. Now
I just wanted to tell you, it didn't happen quite as much as it usually does.
You're right.
Yeah.
I kept my profanity to a minimum.
And that's always a good thing. But hey, when we do the evil show,
I'm going to say fuck
666
1,000 times.
Yeah, I mean, we might really go overboard.
We just say fuck.
We should have a Ouija board. Let's see if we can do a Ouija board.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's do it.
No.
Why? Do you believe in that stuff?
No.
Well, then why don't you want it?
Because I think it's stupid.
It is stupid.
Oh, wait.
Did you play them with one when you were a kid? Did you do it?
Yeah.
And you always pushed it? Yeah.
No, I never pushed it.
I always did.
Other people pushed it.
No, somebody's going to push it.
It's got to be pushed by somebody.
Otherwise, it's going to sit still because there's nothing there.
Right.
Yeah.
And if it does move by itself, then I need to see a psychiatrist.
Yeah, but it did scare the shit out of me. Because I thought there was some kind of evil involved in it. And then it's like, what? This is it? Huh?
You're inviting evil into your
like a piece of plastic with some felt on the bottom.
Right.
When everybody touches it.
Oh, it's bad. No, it's bad.
Yeah.
Evil, bad felt.
Yeah, you're going to hell now. Can you imagine the people, like there's like Charles Manson in hell, right? Ted Bundy in hell. Mm-hmm. Some random dude who played Ouija board in hell.
In hell, right?
With those guys, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, what did you do? Well, I raped 50 people and killed everybody. What did you do? I played Ouija board.
Played Ouija board.
And I'm in hell. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well, we'll find some evil stuff to do.
All right, we will.
It won't be like real evil, but it'll be evil.
We can like draw a pentagram and light candles.
Well, I think the thing that would be cool is like factual things about evil. And that's where it's kind of safe. So we kind of like, why is a pentagram evil? We need to talk about that. Mm-hmm. You know, who are the evil? Who are the main evil gods?
And why is witchcraft considered evil?
Yeah, it's ignorance.
Because,
but the whole Wiccan, I mean, how the Wiccans got chosen. I mean, I know that I can understand it's kind of the tie-in, but it's so stupid.
It is stupid.
Yeah. Because
most of them are just using, natural remedies.
Yeah. Well, if you notice, like in Hollywood movies, whenever there's a, like some kind of weird satanic thing that's going on, usually there's some kind of priest that are involved.
Yes.
Because they're like the last people you would think.
Yep.
And so it's like, oh, the Pope and the priest are involved, and
they go to this Eyes Wide Shut thing every month. Yeah. So weird.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do that. Mark it down, 6/6, and we'll Zoom that night. We'll come up with a time, and we will drink I will drink a 6-pack.
I will not.
You will get to see me drink a 6-pack and see what happens. It's like a science experiment. I'm kind of happy about it.
Only it's not like one of those science experiments where he blows up like a volcano.
We don't know.
We don't know. He could.
Send us email, thisepicdisaster@gmail.com. Tell us what you think of the show. Tell us what we should talk about on the show. If you don't like what we talked about, maybe you can program the show better than we can.
It's possible.
We're also on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We are on Twitter now, occasionally. And all the shows show up on YouTube at some point or another, as long as some videos. We post some videos up there, too.
Yep.
But yeah, that's it. We always say, here's some of the standard things I always forget about. If you have any relationship questions you want to ask Sherry is a relationship expert. She will tell you about relationship stuff. I just don't follow my own advice. Frequently, I will analyze dreams. If you have a weird dream you don't know anything about, you want to have some information, I can help you in that.
He's very good at it.
That's true.
Very good.
And also, if you want a free sticker, just tell us where to send it. We'll send you some free This Epic Disaster stickers.
You don't even have to send us a self-addressed stamped envelope.
No.
We'll just send it.
Yeah.
We'll buy our own stamps.
We're working on new stickers for this year.
Yep.
They're going to be awesome. Cool.
Okay.
Everybody's going to want them.
All right. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Let's be done.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
This is a Violet Jester Media podcast.